course we get cabin fever. Amazing. Love it, love it. Love the ominous music. We're going to start here on the loading screen because we have to kind of plan our actions out as to, well, as to what had happened. We're currently sitting around day 17. We just recently got our next affliction, and, well, now we get to forge. So, hello everybody, this is Strongman. Welcome back to the Long Dark and our misery run. Astrid almost died last time, and that was my fault. I was being a little, probably too brave and a little too rash. So we're going to go ahead on forward with what we have to do. We're going to go ahead and attempt to get a forge going, or get the forge lit very quickly and get going. She's probably going to take a little bit of tiredness damage. I know she was kind of tired, but I do want to get this moving. We're going to be able to use a little bit of the time here to both sleep, carve up the metal that's in this thing, and then get a couple of things done. Either way, we need to get this headed on. So what I want to do, and I know I'm starting here just as the way it is, what we're going to do is we're going to take this particular this thing that we already have and get it over here. I know she's incredibly tired and incredibly heavy, and we're kind of stinky, and we have a few things, and we have an Aurora and all of that stuff. I need to get over here and dump this flare into this furnace and hope that there is something relatively easy to get a hold of very quickly for a short little bit of firewood, and then we go. So I do want to, yes, start the fire. I do want to get this thing lit right now. Because we have a flare, and because we had to use it, and because we're idiots and did a bunch of goofy stuff that I shouldn't have done, I want to get this going now. And I want to listen to this thing, basically. Ooh, give me that. Okay. So I'm going to do the thing, which is, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and find all of the little pieces, parts of things that we can use to break things down, get the wood that we can possibly get going in here, and get this fire up. So that's a 2-hour fire now. Go ahead, place your water down, do the usual. This is going to take a minute to warm up, so I'm going to break that down. Okay. You have another 26 minutes. We'll just go ahead and take that off. Water, cook. You are going to be 81 degrees. Alright, we've got a 5-hour fire at this point. Cool. Let's go see if we can creep her up. Well, actually, we shouldn't be doing that. We got an hour and 30 minutes. Go ahead and break that down. Water shouldn't boil off. Got pretty close, but we're fine there. So where are we at? 103. Okay, how much iron do we have on us right now? 7 pieces. I know, you're tired, darling. You'll be okay. Give me a torch real quick. I want to go ahead and drink a little bit of this water we've accumulated, and I want to look at these shelves very quickly. Not these. I believe these are going to take 2 hours and 15 minutes. Those are 2 hours and 15 minutes. I don't want to look at any of this just yet. I just want to make sure we have a fire going. So that's going to take 45 minutes. That's going to take an hour and 30. Okay. I'm going to walk over here. Sure. Got 3 hours. Go ahead and put a little bit more water down because we're going to need some more water. She's going to be tired no matter what we do. And I'm going to try to spend as much time in here doing the things that we need to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut these 2 up. And then we're going to throw coal on the machine. That shouldn't boil our water off. It'll probably get real close. Thank you. And then, yes, eat something. I don't care what you eat. I suppose, actually, why don't you have a little bit of... We already ate those, so if we cooked them, just go ahead and eat them. I'm going to brave it And I'm going to brave it. Okay, cool. So, I want to go, now that we have a little bit of work, go ahead, or wood, sure, cook that. A little bit of wood, a little bit of water, 13 minutes. You can have the stuff that it needs now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to take 11 minutes. I don't think we can do anything with 11 minutes, but let's just get her something in her stomach. And go ahead and craft our improvised knife. Of course we get cabin fever. Amazing. Love it, love it. Drink some water. Okay, so here's when you pause it and you go, do you make the hatchet? The reason why I make the hatchet, and this is one of those kinds of things, on a normal everyday interloper run, I make the hatchet because a hatchet, once you're attacked by a wolf, if you use the hatchet, it will kill the wolf. You will hit the wolf. It won't get. There is discussion as to about whether or not the hatchet is better than the hammer. I believe the hatchet is better than the hammer because the hatchet weighs less than the hammer, and the hatchet puts a bleed on an animal. Should you have to deal with the thing. Hatchets can be used to break down boxes. Hatchets can be used to break down ice fishing holes, and you can cut wood with it. With this character, in order for us to be able to cut any outdoor wood, we're going to have to build a hot fire next to it. So that means that's probably out of the question. Hammers, you can break holes in ice holes. You can hit animals with it. The thing is about a hammer next to a wolf is that if you do hit the wolf with the hammer, it may get them off of you faster, but you don't kill the wolf with the hammer. Which means if the wolf is interested, or if you're incredibly stinky and it just immediately turns right around after you scare it off and comes back after you, and then you screw up again and then you have to hit it with the hammer again, it's going to be a repetitive amount of loss of health until you die from the same wolf over and over again, which then you have a problem with it. So I have no intention of making any more than about 15 arrows. So I think we're going to make a hatchet if we can. I understand she's going to lose a lot of health as well, and we're going to be in trouble for that. Okay. How much are we doing? Drink some water. We might need to make some more oatmeal. I suppose we can mash up some of this stuff. Oh, hey, I'm not even eating those. I need to be eating those. And before we leave, we will mash up all of this stuff into the appropriate things. You have any of them that are a little bit full yet still. Very good. Okay, and then that should be, go ahead and eat a little bit more off of that one. We will mash those up before we go. Or, well, we might. I don't know. It just depends. I know there is another hammer. There should be another hammer in Coastal Highway, so we should be good to continue on screwing around with things that way, so. Alright, so now comes the fun thing. She's going to cook again. Nope, we're going to make water. And then I'm going to forge what we have left for arrows. So that should be 10 arrowheads. Beautiful. That's all I really need for right now. I need to get her hunting. And the only way we're going to get that going is if we get to work doing things. Nice. And we'll go ahead and just not do any more water right now because she's only got one more piece of scrap metal left. And we have a lot of coal on us, which is amazing. So good deal. Awesome. You come off of there. Alright, so I have 2 hours on that fire. If I put anything on that, we'll be in trouble. Let's pull a torch. And we have plenty of water on us. We actually have several gallons. Well, yeah, several gallons on us. That's beautiful. All right. Is there anything else in here we didn't pick up? So you will do the thing that is going to be bad is we're not going to be... Whoa. Let's do this then. If we can, craft a herbal tea. Actually, we have herbal teas. Never mind. Pick them up. Good deal. Let's pick that up. We'll go over here. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. I've been doing other things today and playing different games. And as we all know, this is one of those things I don't tend to play all of the time. Ah, lovely. Amazing. Thank you very much. So the hammer, once we get done crafting a couple of those down, will go into our...
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
To be honest, I think I'll keep it for the moment, but we'll probably put it downstairs somewhere. I don't really want 2 of them. Anyhow, let's see if she can get some sleep. And what we're going to do is we'll drink one of those so that she gets as much rest as possible. I have a feeling we're not going to get a lot of time. But let's at least sleep as long as we can. It'd be nice if you give me 10 hours, but she'll probably wake up in about 4. Really? No way, that's super perfect. Amazing. Awesome. Thank you, game. You're being too kind. I didn't realize... Huh. Okay, well, it didn't come up as much as I thought it was going to. Take... Well, no. Put this away. Sleep. Sleep. What time is it? Yeah. Go ahead, sleep a couple of more hours. Where is the bed? I'm looking right at it. Well, fine. We'll sleep in this one. Go ahead, sleep a few more hours. We'll deal with the fact she's got it, because we're going to go outside. We got to go outside. We're going to go outside. That's fine. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's do a little bit of looking around in here then and see if there's anything else in here. We'll go outside because I want to go... I might try to go retrieve those guts we left over there, and I want to go over behind that rock and see if there's anything over there, because sometimes there's a deer, and I do want to go visit the cave. Well, I want to go visit the cannery, the cave. We're going to do the usual thing, but we're going to probably try to do it reasonably quickly. I do want to go over to the cannery because of the fact of this note. That'll give us some more fire starters, some more flares, some more things. Awesome. I mean, this is not great, but I think we're going to be able to get rid of it here very soon. So I'm going to... Let's go back downstairs. Can I pick this stuff up without dying? And this is the other reason why I like the wood over the thing, the hatchet over that, is that we can do this. Thank you. All right, cool. So we'll hop down here, and we'll pick up the feather and go inside again. And she almost starved to death. That's not great. Can we get a cooking fire outside here?
So hungry in my life.
Yes. Nice. Go ahead. Yes. Lovely. Awesome. And go... that. Put this down. Come on, temperature. Okay, cool. I want to eat a cattail, I think. Yeah, we'll just eat a cattail. Just get her over this. And how long... So we have a bunch of stuff. How long does it take to craft acorn grounds? 15 minutes. Go. Okay, and then you cook that. Nice. And we'll spend a little bit of time outside here very quickly and then kind of wait for the sun to do what we need to do. I do want to do a real quick beach comb, and like I said, I want to go over there and take a look around. How badly did our hacksaw get messed up? I'm going to leave you right there for now. And I'm going to drop some of this stuff that we don't need. So do just a little bit of inventory maintenance here, and then we're going to go do a quick run around. She's got a full eyeball on her, and we're doing good. Alrighty then, a couple acorn bannocks down, we're good to go. The weather seems to be reasonably okay, and as soon as I say that, it's probably going to change on us, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of those down. I went ahead and took it out. I said, you know, whatever, we'll just use it for the minute. Give me one of the things that are in it, and we're going to go ahead and munch that thing down most of the way. Thank you. And then get our warmth bonus, and we're going to run over here to the island. Not concerned about how much fire is left on this. We do have a place to sleep right now. What I'm after, and I suppose I probably should. Let's just leave that right there for right now. Cook that much water, and then we're going to go over here real fast. Again, I don't really need the guts. I know I left them over there. I don't really need the guts. What we need to do now is we need to start thinking about doing the really quick runaround thing. The reason why I'm coming over here is because, well, there's a maple right there that I want to cut down and put back in here. Late game. Here's the thing about late game with this kind of a thing. Late game, we're going to be utilizing this area because of this critter right there. This spot will generally have a reasonable amount of animals. That may or may change in December. Who knows? But I do want to at least do a couple of things. And those couple of things are, I want to come over here and see. Yeah, so if I had the ability to kill 2 deer, we'd have 2 deer. But this is also the beginnings of some of the rabbits, some of the other things. The wind is blowing so hard in our face we can't move right now. But I was hoping that there would be a permanent feather farm over here, and there is not. And we do not get a deer carcass. Okay. That means the wind's probably going to blow out my fire. Okay, we'll put that out. Let's see if we can catch a couple of these guys. No. This, that. Where did they go? Pick it up. Sorry. Where did the other one go? Sorry. Hoping that did not blow out our fire. Oh, not being able to run is just so excruciatingly painful in this game. I thank God they gave us auto walk. But yes, this is a good spot that there's almost always 3 or 4 deer here. So it's one of those spots that you can come back to. You can fish all the way around this thing. So you can put tip-ups pretty much all the way around out here. If I recall correctly, I've tested them for the most part. And of course there is a bear here. So this is kind of one of those late game spots where you may find yourself coming back to. Did it blow my fire down? Ooh, don't walk on it. I think it did. Yep, it did. Lovely. I'd really like to be outside for a little while, guys. I mean, I know I can build a fire up there sometimes. Come on, turn around. Fine. I guess what we'll do, we'll take this. I know it's only got 30 minutes on it, won't matter. Pick that up. Get me all of this stuff right here. And we're going to go upstairs. Give me a torch. And 2 rabbits. And go inside. Mr. Bear was a little closer than I thought he was. Okay, so we're gonna go up to the cabin and do a little bit of cooking. This is not a guaranteed place to be out of the wind, but there are places here you can get out of the wind on this particular boat.
Sure getting cold.
Sometimes right in there works. You'll get wind protection in here. at times. I know the wind is kind of blowing that direction. We should be okay to build one right there. And we'll go from there. Alright, well, our friends are right here for some weird reason. We have wolves on all sides. Well, at least wolves over here, so they must have smelt me and came out from out of there. And the bear came out of there, and we noticed him earlier, so deer are over here. I'd love it if one of those wolves would come over here and kill a deer for us again. That would be fantastic. Well, you know, with the bear being where the bear is, I don't know if I want him, because he's going to come back over here. I was going to say, I could go entice a wolf to go kill a deer for us. If I got really stinky, I bet I could get one of them to come over here. I think what we're going to do is I want to... Well, I do want to go try to beachcomb just a little bit. I think what we do is we grab a bunch of this stuff and then we go over here. So we'll grab a bunch of torches. I know she's going to probably take some more, damage right now, but it is pretty much the way we're going to say it is. And she's very not tired. So I'm going to pick up my teas. And we're going to put most of them away. So you, and then you drink that one all the way down, so we'll get our warmth bonus back, hopefully. Water's going to stay. I'm going to drop this for right now. I've got plenty of torches that can stay. And the hammer, I'm going to go take all this stuff inside. And I want to walk like right out here. I'm hoping for, the possibility of a little bit more clothing. Not necessarily that that's going to happen, but you never know. So drop anything that stinks, to include those two things, and that. We still have a few things. I want to put you down right here for right now, and then we're going to go outside, jump off the thing, and do a quick run around. Hopefully Senior Bear won't be too... Yeah, he's coming over here. I really hate it when he does this. We can't run, which is the biggest problem. So what we might do is see if we can't circle around them all and get over to the cannery, because if he's coming over here, I'd really like to get in... Like I said, I'd like to spend as much time outside as we possibly can before we put her to bed. She'll be able to recover a reasonable amount of health because we still have another tea, and as long as we don't get too cold or the wind comes up terribly badly, we'll be all right. So I would like very much to at least make it to the cannery this evening, but I also want to do a little bit of just beach combing just to see if there's anything out here. If we can find another piece of birch, that would be great, because that would get us another birch bark tea. I don't know if this works in this level of gameplay. It may or may not. We may not be getting anything. Who knows? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, so what are we going to get right off? We're going to get a worn baseball cap. Okay, well, that's a piece of cloth. We needed one. So he came all the way over. He's headed back. Okay, I know what you're going to try to do. I can't run. Take those. Here fairly soon we might be able to start harvesting the little birds and be able to make us some more warmth. Hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, you go wander around over by my boat. You're fine. I'm going to come over here, and I want to do a little bit of wandering around in this thing. And then we're going to probably go over to the cave, over to Scruffy's cave, say hi to him. We have a chance for a bedroll in this zone, so might be a good idea to try to see if we can't find a bedroll in this zone. And I am going to walk around over here because there's usually a good chance for a fish right here. And I wouldn't mind a fish. We could eat a fish for dinner. Stones. Yeah, you got to kind of look around in here. It's not always the same. Once in a while there'll be a fish in here, but not always. Like that dude right there. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I want to go check right there. And we should get a couple of marine flares. Thank you. Those are always useful. So we managed to use a couple of flares up last time. And I do want to check you. Quick, before I lose my torch. Go check the cabins. Trailers, whatever. Everybody should be over there. At least it looks like everybody's over there, so that's fine. Let's look around in here. Maybe we'll find some food. We should find a whetstone somewhere in here. Possibly a sewing kit. Maybe another set of boots. I don't know. There's always all kinds of weird stuff in this place. Thing. Ah, there it is. Nice. Another pair of fleece mittens. Well, we've got a little bit of cloth at this point. That's good. I don't have much of anything else. Let's go outside. Actually, I wonder, did they fix this? No, does not look like they did. Hey! Wow, I found something in here for once. That's amazing. I don't know when was the last time I found anything in here. Okay, well that's cool. And then back in, we're getting ready to have a storm, looks like, so we need to make it back to the cannery. Whatever. Fish, whale processing facility. I know it's awful. I know it's awful.
I'm freezing.
Don't want your wires, although we might, while we're here, make a lure. Not that I need it. Okay, so let's we'll check on our cabin fever. We're doing great. Let's just do the usual once around the room, check everything out. We'll have, or should have, at least a little bit of food. We'll cook this fish in a second. You stay right there. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm not playing that game. Not today. Okay, we'll check in here. I do love how this cabinet's sunk into the floor just slightly. And there's the next lantern. That one's okay, I suppose. We may leave it. I'm not a huge fan of tearing up lanterns. I kind of tend to like to leave them in one piece because they are handy. Especially if you have a place where you can go fishing and collect lamp oil. Thank you for the matches. Good deal. Alright, we'll go over here. Because if you can collect lamp oil, then you can, you know, craft in the dark when you need to. And this is one of those places that has a crafting table, and you can craft in the dark here. Hey, thank you. How dead was it? Almost. Stand up. Thank you. We'll try to get as much of this done before we put her to bed. I don't want it. Don't need it. We're not going to do that. I mean, I'm saying it now, and you never know. We might be bored and decide to try to kill her and do that. And I don't mean it like that. I mean, it might be that.
Never know.
Yeah. Well, I'd have loved it if we'd have found some flares. This is going to be that run where we're going to have like 4 flare pistols and no flares. Another candy bar. Thank you very much. Don't see anything else. I was hoping for a bit of clothing, but you know. I think we found all the clothing at this point. We're going to have to make a run for Milton for sure. So the battery is in here. Good deal. And we get another flare, more wire thing. I'm going to put the wire in here. No, wire. Put the wire away. I don't want the wire right now. Thank you. And I will take that. And the fuse is over here. Do a once around the room. I suppose we light a fire. Get a better torch. Let's light a fire, cook that fish, because we should be able to get it to 50%, which means we should be able to eat it.
Come on, little fire.
Now, just do this. We'll place the frying pan down, and then we cook the fish, and he'll be ready in 22 minutes. And let's look around and see if there's anything else. Do this real fast. 45-ish. 4, 20, click, cash, peaches, yay, peaches. How are you doing? How long did that take us? Oh, I forgot to put wood on that. You have 8 more minutes. All right, we'll take a look around real quick. I don't think you're probably going to find a whole heck of a lot other than a little bit of firewood laying around, maybe. And I see a backpack. I don't see the backpack. Is there going to be anything back here worth looking at? If it's just a backpack, it's just a backpack. Okay. Backpack in there usually doesn't have a whole heck of a lot in it. So let's go up the pipe. Up some coffee, and a dog food is rusty. That's no great. And the Vance guns and tomato soup, that is 43. I'll take that and the drugs for the moment. I'll pick that up, bring it down here, but like I'm not gonna eat this stuff until we for certain have cooking 5. So it's just gonna sit down here. Let's go check our fish. Get us another torch. Stand up. Alright. More wire. Alright, I'm gonna brave it. Excellent. Got us a good shot of vitamin C and a little bit of lamp oil. So put this out real quick. Take this torch. Continue searching. I actually do want to... Whichever one of these is the better or the worse of the two, we're going to drop it and leave it. Like I said, drop. Right there. Go up. There. Thank you. Okay. And let's finish this. May or may not get another pry bar in here. Plenty of fuses, though. Another piece of firewood, good. Now, hopefully this thing isn't too terribly cold. Get off of the thing. There's usually nothing in that backpack, unless there's something in it. The only reason why I'd even go back there is if the bedroll was back there. Oh, hi. Well, we'll take you in here. So we're going to make a bunch of stuff, probably go sit in one of these wall lockers and put her to bed. Advancing our cabin fever for sure, but hey, is what it is. I know I need to go put my stuff together. I know. But we need to do a couple of other little things here too. We're still trying to work on longevity. I don't need that thing, so I'm going to go ahead and dump some stuff off, and I will see you all in the morning. Okay, fully rested, day what? Day 19, day 20. I have a feeling we're going to have something show up again here fairly soon. I know they were all supposed to hit before day 50, so who knows how that is all going to go. I probably should spend a minute fixing my gear, but I think we're just hitting that level where I'm going to start worrying about it. So I usually don't like to repair stuff, especially this early junk, until it hits about 65, just because you're wasting cloth at that point in time. Plus, we don't have a... Well, I've got a full one on me. Oh my god, at the flares. Put, just for now, a couple of those away. Just for now, we're fine. We have all kinds of flares now. That's fine. Good deal. Let's go outside. And we're going to go check this other trailer and then head for the cave. Hopefully nobody's out here. I heard him up there. Oh, this not being able to run is awful. Since we have a free fire day, we'll light a fire and warm teas. I'm gonna go in here and dump this. Just because I feel like... why don't you warm your coffees too? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth carrying two of them. The biggest problem is that they don't count the container that the tea and the drink is sitting in as inventory space. So, it's technically just sitting there. It's not a cup, it's not a container. So, you know. Yeah, I know, it's cold. Go ahead, warm it up. Can you put it? Nope. You know, I love this. Can I put it down? Thank you. If I didn't have to do this stupid little jiggle, and they would put it back the way it used to be, where you just put it down and it wouldn't burn, you know, it is what it is on that part. I get that they did that for a reason, because, you know, they're trying to stop us from cheesing the game. You know, that's why you can't, when you're cold, when you're really, really damaged now, you can't use the old magic of that thing. So, we do have tomato soups, we do have food. That's garbage. I have another soda. How many sodas did we end up with? And we got all kinds of tea, or, soups. I probably should go make those soups, huh? Well, let's go see if our fire is warm. Wow, I'll
take it.
That, see, if we had something to cook it into, like if we had some flour, then that would be okay. Carrying around a pound of weight just to be able to cook it later, I don't know. I think we'll probably come over here and add a single piece of coal and go ahead and cook. Add to radial, add to radial, add to radial. Another thing I would love for them to do is if I put a piece of food in my inventory, to add it immediately to the radial so I could then pull it out and cook it. Oh, well, I suppose it looks like we're probably going to get screwed here very quickly because of the weather, and I bet a bear or something. Oh, there's some stuff over here. Let me go grab these. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait out this storm that's incoming because that should refresh all of the stuff outside. It's really cold. It's fine. We'll be okay. I do have a bed to sleep in right here. I don't like this particular bed, but it does work. So I think we're going to go ahead and I might just call it right here since we have been at this for a little bit. Next episode, I think we're going to try to get over there, check out a couple of things. We'll do the wander through the mine. I probably will try to go back to the Riken and finish making the last of what we have for our acorn gear, although it won't really matter. But I do want to do this mine. I do want to do the cave that's underneath, you know, that's behind that mountain over there. And I think we're just going to kind of go from there. So I'm going to gather all this up. She's going to end up getting really cold out here if we don't. And I have a feeling we have a blizzard incoming. So I'm just going to make a few things, munch down on some stuff, and I will see you all in the next one. So thank you so much for watching. Bye. Yep, there's the blizzard. I knew it was coming.